I might be able to look at it on the web. If it ain't playing on the web, yep, that's Instagram. Instagram is down. I'm glad I posted my stuff earlier this morning. Man, I posted it earlier this morning. Yeah, it said Facebook, Instagram down. Thousands of users report problems, including getting logged out. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, even Facebook. What'd you say? No. Yeah, that shit had to be down for at least an hour. Oh wait, now Instagram, Facebook back responding. Yeah, IG has taken a crap. Oh, Janice Burgess, creator of the Backyardigans, has passed away at 72. I mean, 200 year sentence isn't bad if it fits the goddamn crime. Yep. Yeah. See, I think it's sex and the trafficking. Because if you're kidnapping somebody and you're moving them over state lines, that's considered trafficking. And Trump stiffened the laws and penalties on trafficking of humans, goods, drugs, all that shit. So that
My son, you sold your soul to save Baldursgate, and I cast you out for it.
yeah, nah, it ain't just
You
right.
gave yourself to the hell's eternal fires so I might walk free. By the gods, can you ever forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive. You wanted to protect the city. I only ever wanted the same.
You are a better man than most, and a better son than I deserve. I'll yet make amends, but my duty is first and foremost to the city and its people. There's something I must ask of you. Before I was captured, I was on a mission. Returning from Elturel, I discovered the plans of the Absolutists. I immediately realized the city couldn't defend itself against such an army. I didn't despair, because the city has a secret guardian, a worm that sleeps beneath. He can be called upon in times of great need. This is such a time. You've been trained in the ways of the great champions and proven to be one of them. The worm will answer your call. You must seek him out.
Courage, insight, strategy, justice. I remember them well. You made me recite them every morning.
So you do. And I thought you'd abandoned them. More fool me. The worm goes by many names. Ansur, the waiting storm, the heart of the gate. He promised Balduran he'd protect the city if ever its existence was threatened. But just the once. Since then, the city has faced countless threats, but we always overcame. There was never a need to call on the worm. Until now. The Absolute is the greatest threat Baldur's Gate ever faced. The worm must be awakened, and the task falls to you. Take this. The legend of Ansur. An ancient epic. Ill-remembered. Dismissed as a mere tale. Let it set the path before you. Thank you. And may the city know the truth of my only son. Pride of Ravengard. Pride of Baldur's Gate.
That animated show nigga was watching last night, that shit was crazy.
We'll finish what my father couldn't.
This ninja
We'll
giant
awaken Ansur, the
dude
heart
got
of the
his
gate.
family murdered.
I disappointed
and
him once.
His wife, they was
I won't do it
ex-ninja
again.
assassins. Huh? You said what? I guess.
Go on, read the legend of Ansur. Then we can plan our next steps. It's
Yeah, I got damn.
complicated.
I still ain't watched that.
There's the
joint.
joy
You
of
said something about it.
reconciliation, the relief of forgiveness, and the anxiety of new expectation.
We ain't watched
It's a
it
flurry
yet.
of
Calm
emotion.
down, Maggie. Ain't
I'm not
nobody
sure how
but
to
me.
make sense of it. Relief. My last 7 years have been defined by the secrets I carried. I feel light as a feather now that I've shed them. When I left the city,
You know,
my father saw
everybody got their
only
way
a
with her.
boy carrying the stench of the hells. Now, he sees the man I'm made of myself. Once all this is ended, once we've crushed the brain and
Yeah,
freed the
knocked
people,
out.
I could once more call
I guess
Baldur's
it's
Gate
too
home.
bright out there.
Whether
She
I
got her back
return there,
turned to the window.
well, only time will tell.
So,
Come for a chat? Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel. But those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't
doing
dead
deals
after
with the
all.
devil. Ain't that a bit?
Oh, you are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious. Focus on the elder brain. I'd hate to clog that infected head of yours with needless details. Will's a gifted hunter, and Zariel's made her share of enemies in and out of the hells. Devils, demons, deserters. They're a great burden on the Lord of the First. Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless. The clause still holds. As long as Will doesn't tug on my leash, he'll be stalking only the wickedest prey.
Yeah.
It's a win-win. You have the best ideas. Come for a chat? Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand. The 9 hells of Beator. I call the first. How the other 8? Well, they are pleasure.
What you looking at, girl?
Ansora's sleeping under Worm's Rock prison. But what's this of a true hero's spark?
Let me see what Carla got to say.
What's on your mind?
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
You are enveloped in myriad sensations all at once. Flaming desire and icy despair, the strength of iron and the haze of thick swamp mist.
The 9 hells of Beator. The ultimate torment, some souls would say. Those souls lack imagination. I'm going to show you the true wages of your sin.
Pure lust courses through your veins and plucks at your flesh. You don't know what you want, only that you want it.
You feel it, don't you? Primal hunger, irrepressible decadence. Forget the heavens. This is paradise. Let me show you. What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
An inferno engulfs you. Your lust blazes hot.
Do you feel it? Avernus, where hell's legions march, screaming their rage. Where the Styx collects the blood of the fallen. Reach out. Have a taste.
The flavor is exquisite as spiced wine, terrible as rotting offal. It does not quench your lust. It only stokes it.
Don't worry, pet. I won't leave till you're fully satisfied. Dis, the blackened Elysium. Menauros, the rotting bog. The molten seas and soil of Thlegathos. Stygia, the frozen ocean. Choose a hell. Have your fill.
Magma flows around you and into you, and the devil in you is awakened.
Yeah, bro.
The heat is unbearable, yet somehow not nearly enough.
What you talking about?
Crave
I've been
still
needing that for a
more.
week.
To think how you starved yourself up to this moment. To think how you chose the sweet over the bitter. One last choice. And starve no longer. Malbolgia, the desolation. The forgotten ruins of Maladomini. Cania and its mountains of ice. Or Nessus, the seat of infernal power.
You are flush with untold power. You could rip apart mountains and bring gods to their knees. This is the ultimate you. The commander of the plains, the director of fate.
the essence of the hells.
Your hunger pulls you toward her. The hunger for the twin heats of Avernus and Phlegethos. Mizora's lips meet yours and Nessus rises. You are locked in torrid struggle, each fighting to conquer the other. Yet in a wink, you are reformed. A devil in spirit, if not body. For one depraved night, you feast on the sins of the body, the mind, and the soul.
The pleasure of torment. The torment of pleasure. You're forever marked. Can't you feel it? Where my lips scorched your skin. How your soul burns with flame.
Your pores flood with heat and frigid water. Your parched tongue searches for the right response.
You may not like it, but you'll crave it in spite of yourself. A pity for you, the one taste is all I'll give.
Shit. Why?
Why not? Last I checked, you were the only one of us tied to a leash. I think I'll nip out for a bit, stretch my wings. And don't be too hard on him, pup. Don't you remember? I'm irresistible.
Countless souls walk these plains, countless ways to find pleasure. And out of all of them, you chose her. Do you understand what she did? What you did? For every pleasure you took, a damned soul suffered in the hells. You fed on the hopeless, the frightened. Souls so desperate they sold themselves to a devil. Souls like mine. Raphael, Mizora, you know the ways of devils, and you know they don't give without taking.
lovely day for it.
That's just how I look. We weren't doing anything.
Let me back in, or bring Leroican out here, you tin tube. You tell Leroican I went for his goddamn night song, and now he has to pay up. What are you looking at? Shit, it's you. You went looking for the night song after me. Please tell me you found it. Anathema? Hells. If I'd known, I'd have asked for more gold. Kidnapping costs more than theft. Don't forget, I'm the one who gave you that contract. I want my cut.
Yeah.
Son of a bastard's whore. You had a small fortune in your grasp, and you let it go. I ought to knock some sense into you. But you know what? I'm too goddamn tired. If she's out there, I'm gonna find her. You mark my words.
This armor is a construct animated by powerful magic. It has it feels no pain and knows no morality. It will act on behalf.
The absolute's making people panic.
You! What are you doing here? Nothing for you to worry about.
His voice catches. Something's wrong here.
But never mind that. What can I do for you? It's all I deal with these days. People claiming their trinkets are the real night song, looking for the mountain of gold Leroican promised. There's even a pamphlet. Take one. They're on the desk. I suppose that, at least, I can help with. Hope you found what you're looking for.
I saw somebody built in a Rogan's tower as tender.
What's an issue of Baldur's Mouth Gazette doing in there?
Because they're made of fire.
How can I help you? Then head upstairs and be...
Many things, I suppose. Blood, bile, phlegm, chocolate.
All this magical Gale.
Welcome, dear patron, to the floor at the top of the stairs. If you have information about the Night Song, great riches await. If you are here to waste the great wizard Leroican's time, reconsider. Let your knowledge determine your path forward.
Not a dicky bus.
Oh, this shit here. I'm glad I saved before I did that.
Because they're made of fire.
Pity Gale isn't here. This is just his sort of place.
Especially if the cat it feels a little improper.
Impropriety's the least of our worries now.
I'm sure there's gold in these stacks somewhere. No, this was here last week. Copies of this.
How can I help you? Then head upstairs.
Too many mushrooms?
Perhaps we ought to ask what they have in the back. If anything.
I don't think it'd hurt.
Welcome, dear patron. If you have information about the Let Your Knowledge Determine Your Path. Hold very still, Nicklaw. Craig's aim is much improved, but Still leave something up to chance.
Yes, sir.
All right, crank. Ready? Aim. We have a visitor. At ease.
Boy, ready to get shot in the face.
McClaw, you may go. I see no night song. Surely you wouldn't have entered my tower without the night song in hand? Surely you wouldn't have wasted my time? And you must have an answer to my request. If you want to keep your head, of course. The night song. Do you have it or not? She? Then you do know her. You've been to Shah's temple. To the Shadowfell. You've looked upon the night song's face. Tell me, and choose your next words carefully. Where is she now? Dead? That cannot be. It is immortal. A god. Is that meant to be some consolation? It was the key to my immortality. How can this be? How can this be? Shit! Oh. Your terrible tidings have cost me everything. My grand design, dashed to ruins. This always happens to me.
I saw somebody else in the Rogan's Tower as tending.
I really wish you hadn't pulled the cat back. It feels a little... I just think we should be careful what we say in public is all. What's an issue at Boulder's Mouth, is it?
Literature department. Can I help you? Psst. These books are sensitive. They prefer an environment of quiet reverence. Huh. Bold. You might have heard that our library has a collection other shops would lack the skill to curate. Between us, even Master Leverokin was reluctant to house them in his tower. The pen is mightier than the magic wand. They're locked away here for their and our customers' safety. Our finest reserve includes the Tharkiat Codex, the Annals of Karsus and Nethery's Folly, Sights of the Seelie, and the Curriculum of Strategy. Do any of those interest you? It is said to be written by Lord Karsus himself, the Nethery's arcanist who attempted to replace the goddess Mystra, failed, and was banished for the attempt. Great magical knowledge lies within those pages, but not many can withstand it.
The Annals of Karsus would no doubt have much to say about the Crown's true nature. If only you could read them.
Buy? Books as temperamental as these are not on sale. They are secured in our vault, where none can harm them, nor can they do any harm. Consider yourself lucky to have learned of such a book's existence, and then forget about it. The Annals of Karsus are best left unread. Customers like you are why I prefer the company of books. The only way to gain access to the vault is through my office. And before you ask, no, you are not allowed in there either. Psst. I already told you. It is locked in our vault. And with good reason. Imagine if it... You certainly have. Even simple knowledge of these tomes is enough to stimulate most.
Perhaps not.